It's easy finding a good trekking pole for $200, but can you find one for $50? Stick with me and I'll show you a little gem. Whenever I go backpacking, I always have my trekking poles with me. It improves power, endurance, and safety. The poles I use generally are around $200, but I tested out a pair of poles recently that retail about $50 Canadian, and they are gems. The poles I'm talking about are Wonka Mount Jeronimo. Nice little aluminum poles. They are budget poles. Will they last, and do they work? What you've got is an EVA grip, which is comfortable and durable, 775 aluminum alloy, 3-part shaft. You have flip clips for releasing and adjusting the length. The length goes from 110 to 135. It comes with a protective rubber tip, which is also good for walking on asphalt. And the little hidden gem is the carbide tips, which are often neglected and forgot about in budget poles. It has 2 baskets. It has a trekking pole basket, and it also has a basket used for snow. What else can I tell you about this little baby? When I was backpacking, I was using the trekking baskets, and they're easy to just change. Just unscrewed, and I flipped it out. And then I screwed in the snow basket. Then I'm good to go for snowshoeing or for alpine skiing. And it worked for me. The flip lock system was very good. Super strong. You can adjust it by turning the toggle here. When you're ready to go, that's too tight. Bring it back. Here you go. Good to go. Well, let's talk about how I tested these little babies out. First of all, I was super cynical. I mean, I have all these fancy trekking poles which I've used for miles and miles. When you have a bad set of trekking poles, they don't last and they don't perform. So I took them with me on a trip to the White Mountains in New Hampshire for a weekend hike. I took them telemark skiing, I took them backcountry skiing, and then I took them on other miscellaneous hikes. So did they perform? Definitely. They were tough, durable, light, and easy to manage. The one thing that this has that a lot of the trekking poles do not have is a good carbide tip. Just have a regular metal tip which wears out really fast. The carbide tip sticks to the rocks and gives you lots of power and stability. I found that the flip locks worked really well. I found that the EVA grips were both comfortable and durable. There's actually no sign of wear whatsoever after skiing with them for a good part of the season and then backpacking with them maybe about 50 kilometers. They aren't the lightest and they aren't the fanciest trekking poles available on the market, but for $50 Canadian, I highly recommend these. The 2 factors that make a difference when you're selecting trekking poles, whether they're $400 trekking poles or $50 trekking poles, is do they work and do they last? And this does both. So if you're interested in just trying out trekking poles, excellent. If you're interested in just getting a pair to lend to your friends, also excellent. Anyway, next time you're looking for a pair of budget trekking poles, consider the Wonka Mount Jeronimo. Please subscribe, get outdoors, and smile. Dudley out.